England is facing some of its worst flooding since 2007.
Hello, fire service!
Winter in the UK has been challenging. There's been more rain than I can ever really remember, which is challenging for people like me because I like to spend as much of my time outdoors as possible doing things like this, hiking in the Swiss Alps. However, what I have been enjoying is some new Gore-Tex outerwear that I picked up recently, until I saw this video telling me that Gore-Tex is a bit of a gimmick, they engage in shady business practices, and it's not actually up to scratch in terms of both waterproofness and breathability.
So what's the deal with Gore-Tex?
Gore-Tex is a waterproof, breathable fabric membrane. It contains pores that are small enough to prevent liquid water from penetrating, but large enough to allow water vapor to pass through. This unique feature makes Gore-Tex fabric both waterproof and breathable. At least, that's what their marketing says. Now, this video had some very valid points, which I'm not going to contest. He demonstrated the fact that Gore-Tex can't be breathable and waterproof at the same time. It's just a matter of science. When there's water sitting on top of the membrane, that's going to stop water from evaporating out, in short, compromising on breathability. I also agree that it's a bit of an unfortunate situation. Because Gore-Tex has become so popular, companies are discouraged with coming up with new and innovative fabrics or membranes, which will perhaps lead to jackets which are more breathable and waterproof at the same time.
The issue is there's just so many rubbish jackets out there, and I know because I've bought so many of them. Jackets that claim to be waterproof but aren't, jackets that claim to be breathable but aren't, jackets that claim to be waterproof and breathable but are neither. And so what Gore-Tex has become is kind of like this standard where I know that at least if I'm buying a Gore-Tex jacket, I am going to be dry at the end of my hiking day.
I have two different Gore-Tex jackets. This one is a Gore-Tex Pro Shell from Adidas. It retails at £450, which admittedly is very expensive, but I got it from TK Maxx for about £150. The Pro Shell has a fully adjustable helmet hood, perfect for mountaineering or other activities that require me to wear protective clothing, and it also has armpit zips for added ventilation. Now, I can confirm in my experience, which is in line with Fortnine's experiments, once it starts raining, I do become much warmer inside the jacket. So having these zips is really useful to help me regulate these temperatures. My other cheaper jacket doesn't have these. Both of them do keep me dry.
Crucially, both of these jackets I've worn on mountains in absolute downpours, and I've come back every single time being bone dry. Now sure, I do start to sweat when it rains a little bit more, but I've got these ventilation strips which are really helpful, as well as the fact that, if the rain does stop, I can just take it off, shake it, get the water off the surface, and it's normally good to go. Both of these jackets have been really durable, and they're the only jackets that I've found, having spent quite a lot of money on a range of alternatives, that definitely keep me dry in every situation. It's kind of like when you go to Starbucks in a foreign country. You're probably not getting the very best coffee that there is available, but what you are getting is a guarantee that there's going to be air conditioning, free and fast Wi-Fi, a comfortable place to sit, and that's kind of what Gore-Tex represents. It's the safe option, and that's why I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for consumers. There's a reason why it became successful in the first place.